Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Myself Nilesh Ligi here, and today we are going to learn how to we can connect our Raspberry Pi to our devices like Android and all with the help of a router, SSH connections, and while using a USB cable to Android phone. So let's get started. Basically we are going to know how many ways so that we can connect our device in difficulties. So first thing, if your we are going to need SSH enabled in your Raspberry Pi. So first thing is you need to connect, and one thing is that if you have already installed the Raspbian, you need to install a Raspbian. I hope that you have installed the Raspbian OS on your Raspberry Pi and it's good, running good, and it comes with a pre-enabled SSH. And if it is not, and if you're getting some sort of error, so first we'll start with how we can enable SSH. So for that you need to just type a simple command, write it as sudo. Let me just make it big. Sudo raspi hyphen config fig, enter, and you'll get this screen. Here you need to go to interfacing options and hit on select, go down to SSH enable or disable, click on select. Here you will have, would you like the SSH server to be enabled, hit on S, and it says the SSH server is now being enabled. So hit on OK, and we are done with this. We just hit on finish. So this is the SSH setup, and now we will move on to how we can connect our devices. So I'll be going to my camera now. Coming back here to the hardware, and this is a Raspberry Pi, and the first method is we are going to use a hotspot to connect it via SSH, and I will be connecting it to my Android device here. And so in order to do that, first I'll just tell you how it does it work. What we need to do is just connect this with our hotspot and then connect this device to your hotspot so that there is a direct connection between these two. So first thing is just with the help of GUI you need to enter the password of this, as we have enabled the SSH. So our SSH will be reaching till here, and from this point we can go with multiple devices here so that we can use it on this device simultaneously. And let's start now. First thing is you just need to connect your device to this. I have already connected this device to this, and I will just connect this to this. Okay, it has been connected. Now just open an app called Ping and Net. You can find this application on Play Store and you can just download it from there. And here, coming here, what you need to do is go to network info here down, click on this, and it will search for all the network addresses available. And now go down to here, you can find the IP neighbors, right? So these are the IP addresses of the devices that have been connected to this, probably this phone, and the Raspberry Pi is connected to this. So I know that this IP address, the 192.168.15.49 is my IP address of my Raspberry Pi. So what I'll do is just click on this, hit on this, just copy this address, go home, and now you can go with the VNC and as well as a terminal. So I'll just go first show you the terminal, then go here to, and you need to download this app. I prefer this app, I feel it easier. So just click on this, click on connections, hit on add, paste your IP address here at the address location, and now just click on identity, create a new identity as Pi, and let the port be 22, or you can just leave it, and hit on OK. Now here we have 192.168.14.49. just hit on this, and now you can see that it is asking to accept. If you are not yet reset your password, then it will be Raspberry here. I have already resetted my password, so I'll just type my password here, and after that, here we have the terminal of our Raspberry Pi, and now we can see that we can access here like sudo apt get update, and you can run all the codes from here. Doing this here, I will show you how to access the VNC. Just download the VNC Weaver from the Play Store and just hit on add here. Now again here you need to paste your IP address. Click on computer, just name it something like MyPi and just hit on create. Now click on connect here. It is connecting. Let me just open my VNC player. VNC viewer here, and let me go. I will just type my IP address here, and I've already typed here, and I've just connected it. First thing is make sure that you are connected to the same network. Then it will ask you for the password. Then just hit on this. Let me put the password, and boom! Here I have my Raspberry Pi screen. So in this way you can access your Raspberry Pi with VNC, and you can try this on your Androids too. But okay, let me just cancel it. Just disconnect this, and in the next method we are going to do this. We are going to connect without using the hotspot. In this method we had used the hotspot in order to make a link between the Raspberry and our Android. So in the next method we are going to eliminate the hotspot. So let's check out. Do is in the previous method we had used a hotspot, which will be again difficult to carry one, right? So what we can do is, if you would like to carry a Raspberry Pi in your pocket, and but you can't carry this all around, and even so, just what we will do is just take out this, and I'll just turn off this. I don't require this now, right? Let me turn off this. Let me boot up my Raspberry Pi once again. What I'll do is just connect my Raspberry Pi to the hotspot of this device, and I'll directly connect this device to this device, and without the help of this. So we can just connect. I'll just turn on my Wi-Fi connectivity here. I can see the one device has been connected, and now you need to download an app called Network IP Scanner. Just hit on search. Now let us wait for the completion of the search. Now here our search has been completed, and here we can see a Raspberry Pi Foundation 192.168.43.92. The IP address varies with your device, so you can't copy that. So what I'll do is just remember this IP address, and the previous methods will be the same. We'll directly go here, click on this, write it as, I've already done with this. Okay, this is not this. This edit here, it is for 3.92 here, 92. Hit on save, and now you can click on connect. It says connecting. You need to write your username, which in my case it's Pi, and password is, I have set it, and yeah, now just hit on enter, and here you can see a Raspberry Pi desktop without the method of this GeoFi or any other router. So still I have not seen this trick, and I recently discovered this, so I don't know whether we have a YouTube videos on this. I've directly tried and it's working fine. So I've eliminated one device, and my favorite part is the terminal, and I directly use the terminal and not the GUI desktop. So let me go to the terminal down in the previous application, Juice SSH. Then go here, click on connections. You need to retype the address, that is 192.168.14 or 43.92. I think so. It's 92, no, 43.92. And to click here, click on Pi. You can create it new if you are. Again, just click on here new, and you can set this. Okay, and just after it is done, then just click on this, and it says authentication failure. Please enter the password. Just enter the password. If you're not at cert, once again I'm going to remember that if you're not cert, your password will be Raspberry. So just click on that, show password. Okay, then done. And now here we have logged in into our Raspberry Pi, and now I can perform the commands that I need. Okay, yeah. So this is the my favorite method, which I prefer to use. And previous one is good one, but still we need to use a different device, so I don't prefer that one. And the third method that we are going to discuss is a bit tricky, and we are going to use a USB cable and connect our Raspberry Pi directly to our Android phone. So let's get started with that. Coming back to our laptop screen, now we are going to, as I said, we are directly going to connect our Android phone to the Raspberry Pi via USB cable. But before that, we need to set up some things. So first thing is, just you need to navigate to, just write a code as following: sudo, I will just provide this code in the description so that you can just copy and paste it. Sudo nano forward slash etc forward slash network forward slash interfaces. Hit on this and you'll be, just hit on enter and you'll come to the screen. And just now what you're going to do is just add a 2 line of code, that is, let me get it, ALLOW hot plug USB 0, and on the next line FACE iFace USB 0 iNet DHCP. After you enter this, hit on Control X, hit Y and hit enter. Once that is done, what you need to do is connect your device to a Raspberry Pi with the help of USB cable. So let's do that. First, boot up your device, the Raspberry Pi, and then just plug this USB port to this port here, and then your device will start charging. But just go down here, click on charging. Just go on USB tethering. You find the option in your device and just click on USB tethering. And once it is tethered, once it is done, what you need to do is go back to the application called Ping and Net. Open this application, hit on network info here, and just wait to load the IP addresses that are linked with this device via cable. Let me just wait until it finds it. It's a bit slow, and not slow, but it takes about a minute to find the IP addresses. Till then, just go down and hit subscribe on my channel so that you can get the creative content every time. And if you are done with subscription, here I have something for you. We have got, yeah, you can see this IP address 192.168. Let's tell that it will be these first 3 digits and these two numbers will be same for all the Raspberry Pis, that is 192.168, and something that differs is this too. So you can just find for this, and the rest of the numbers will be your IP address. So here in my case it's 42.238. So what I'll just do is go home here. I'll just copy this. Let me copy this. Yeah, you need to find it in the under the IP address heading, IP address. Okay, not these. Okay, 192.168. Don't go with this. Go with IP neighbors and this. Click on this here. Hit on copy. Go home, and you can't disconnect this. Okay, and go here. Let me show with the terminal first. Hit on add. Click on address. Just paste this. Change the user or identity if you'd like to. Then go down. The port will be 22 automatically. Just click on this and search for this, yeah, 238, this one, and just ask for the authentication password for Raspberry Pi. In my case, I will type my password. You just enter yours and click on OK, and here you can see that we have successfully connected our Raspberry Pi with the help of our USB cable. Here, no hotspot, no Wi-Fi, just two lines that will help you to connect. Here you can see ls, all the commands working good. And for SSH, the same thing. Go to VNC, click here, hit your IP address, give some name. I'll give it as USB. You can give anything name. USB Pi. Create. Hit on connect. Then it will ask you for the username. Just by default it's Pi, and your password. Then hit on continue. Here we are again back with our Raspberry Pi screen with USB connectivity. The last two tricks are one of the best tricks I prefer if you want to save your energy by turning off your Wi-Fi, and if you would like to charge a device, so at the same time you can use this. And if you prefer it wireless, then you can just keep this in your backpack and you can just access it from this using just connecting it to your hotspot. And I mean the second method which we had used in this video. So these are three methods, and there are two more methods, but I can't discuss them here because the video is going too long. And so but those two methods are very simple and easy, because what you need to do is, here we have a Ethernet port. I'll just disconnect this so you can see that we have disconnected and it just goes off. Okay, fine. Then what you need to do is just connect your Ethernet cable to your laptop, and with the help of Ethernet cable your SSH will be enabled, and so you can access it from your laptop directly connecting to the Ethernet cable. That is the fourth method. And the fifth one is the HDMI port, the inbuilt HDMI port, wherein you can connect this HDMI port directly to your TV or monitor so that you can directly access it. So these two methods can be easily done by you. You can try it. If you have any difficulties, let me know in the comment section. So we have discussed about the 5 methods wherein we can connect our Raspberry Pi with our Android devices and with our laptops. So one thing is that we can connect multiple devices with, if we are considering this, the method 1, we have considered this hotspot, right? So what we can do is connect this device to this, and we can connect multiple devices so that we can access our Raspberry Pi through multiple devices. So this method works good. So I have these 3 methods and the 2 which are self-explanatory and easy to be done. I hope you will do that. So that's it for today. If you like my videos, please do like, share and subscribe, and thank you. Thanks for watching.